What's up, YouTube? It's part 2 of AI being drafted in 2025. It's been 8 years. He's had a hell of a lot of success. What was that? 4 championships with the Spurs, 2 with the Wizards, or no, 3 with the Spurs, 2 with the Wizards. He switched teams at the right time because Spurs haven't been in there since. He's had 5 All-Stars, which is kind of surprising because he truly has had no first-team All-Selections. His stats have been kind of average. Let's check out his career stats. It's not been great so far for him, but honestly, this year is probably his best year, 23, 6, and 7. He's pretty much a 20-point scorer for his career, which is good. 20.5, 5, and 6. Not the worst stats in the world, but kind of expected a little bit better. It's close to 50, 40, 90 for a career, though, so that's pretty good. I wanted to quickly say I'm really grateful for everybody that watches the views. My numbers are going up, getting some regulars. I truly am thankful for anybody that spends time, even if it's one video and never coming back again. Truly appreciate it. It's definitely big to me. Improvement coming. I'm still getting used to talking to the camera, talking to myself theoretically. It's a little odd. I'm not really a public speaker in that type of way, so just to learn it as a skill has been really cool. And yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching the videos. So this is the team currently. He's the best player on the team. The team's pretty stacked, 8-man rotation or so. He's 95 overall, legit 95, 96 with the morale. Good defender. Still has A+ everything pretty much besides rebounding and inside defense. He's been definitely a mainstay for this team. Luka's getting older, so he's regressing. He's been our MVP. I believe at the end of the last video, it's been 2 or 3 days for me, but I think we got eliminated by Knicks. So it looks like we have a second chance. I don't know why that is. It must have been because I quit out and not finished the season. But hey, another chance. We win game 1 against the Knicks. They take game 2 and game 3. So it looks like the same thing may happen. 2-3. Yeah, okay. So the same thing did happen. I remember looking at this Knicks team and being surprised that it is as good as it is. Let's quickly look at them. Sorry for the repeat, anybody that does remember it. But yeah, they got solid rotation, all 80 players basically, and even a hurt center that's damn near 90. So it's all good. We lost the 7 seed. AI's got 2 years left on Wizards, so we'll quickly, just like last time, go through offseason, go straight to player progression, and then show you the playoffs in the upcoming year. Man, this team got awful over the year. We lost our SAR, we lost a few other players. It's going to be a tough last year for AI. He's probably going to put up career numbers, but I don't see them making the playoffs. So we'll go through this real quickly. We'll see what happens. Really tough start of the season. We're 3-20. This team fell off a cliff after winning the championship just 2 seasons ago. We're now 3-24. Probably not even going to stop halfway point. We'll see what type of stats he has at the end of the season and just skip right on to next season. This is by far the worst season AI has ever had. 10-67, 11-67. We'll quickly look at stats, then we'll just jump to next season. AI is averaging 25, 5, 5.5, 6, 2 steals, 50, 40, 90. He's been a great shooter during his career, but yeah, that's tough. There's not much you can do. The team looks like it got a little bit better. I don't know if they made trades or what, but it's still not good enough. So it looks like he had 1 more year player option that he accepted. So we got 1 more year of suffering. Hopefully the team gets a little bit better through free agency, but yeah, I don't see it. We're going to suck again this year. Another historic bad career. Sadly, like the last video, he had 4 or 5 championships in 8 years. It's a bad start to this video. Hopefully we can turn it around. I'm honestly thinking of putting him through the trade finder. It's kind of, I've let the AI do everything so far, and he's brought it 5 championships in, which is insane, but I don't know if I should let him go through another 10-70 season. So maybe I will put him through the trade finder and just see what happens. It's 1 year anyways. Let's see if 12 options. How about I close my eyes and we'll see where we get. 1, 2, 3, and release. New York Knicks up against Kita. It's ironic that we lost this team a few years ago, but they're giving up a center and a point guard for a shooting guard. Not the worst trade for both teams. Let's see how it goes. So we'll try not to jump ship every single time that something's bad, but I needed to in this situation, but we're with a really good team. It looks like a good trade. Not the deepest bench, but a couple 90s, basically 4 90s. The positions are spread out, and we got a backup center, luckily, so the 90 center that we traded away won't hurt us too bad. Got a 38-year-old Jalen Brunson, OG, to be able to help pave the way. Iverson's 30 now, so his career is probably going to be starting to go downhill. We'll see how this team does. Halfway through the season, we're 30-27. Make sure there's no injuries. Looks like we got a handful of them. Even Iverson was hurt for a bit. 2 to 4 weeks, he's a little bit strained. 21, 5, and 5.5. He's efficient, but his stats are kind of going down. Definitely in the assist department. Is it because of point guard, or is it just I guess a surplus of shooting guard? So there's a lot of rotation here. It's majorly in the middle of the pack. Hopefully AI had a good finish to the season, but it's looking like we're gonna have to make it from the 7th seed or something like that. Hopefully we don't have to go through. His teammate 22, 8, and 6.7. So the ball goes through him. Obviously, he is also shooting 50, 40, 90. Let's see if AI made. He didn't, did he? Wow. So he didn't make any of the all NBA teams. Didn't make defensive, obviously. And we're in the play-in too. That's tough. Luckily, we just have to win 1 game out of 2, which we don't win the first one. We don't win the second. We don't even make it to the playoffs. So, I mean, 1 year, hopefully he picks a new team, because that didn't work out. Warriors are back with Alex Constanza, and they end up winning. Wow, first championship since 2022. I'm looking at it, it looks like he signed an extension throughout the season. So a 4-year max contract at 31 years old is probably smart for his career, but his team didn't work out great. Hopefully they figure out some pieces that's needed. We're paying out, I guess, the top 2 guys majorly. Babcock, another 47, and then a lot of potential signees. We'll see. I don't think we necessarily have the money for a potential new 3rd or 4th piece. Hopefully we can fill out the rotation with some veteran minimums. So AI doesn't go down at all, which is good at 31. We lost one of our shooting guards, but this guy's right on our trail, 6-man. We have a couple centers, luckily. A young center, and then Duran. Primo, a young shooting guard. I don't know. This team shouldn't be as bad as it is, but there must just be a glaring weakness, whether it's defense, size, or something. We'll get back at the halfway point of the season to see how we're doing. Had a pretty good start to the season, but proceeded to lose like 8 out of 10. Let's make sure no one's injured, but this doesn't look promising. No one's injured. I think there's just a chemistry issue. AI is only 19. I might, we'll give him 1 more season here. Minimum of 2 seasons per trade, but we might end up doing a random trade to see if he ends up in a better situation, because this isn't looking pretty. I looked away for 1 second. It's 32-24. So we had a really good month of January. See how February goes. We'll stop right here and check his stats too. So the morale's up. It wasn't like that 10 games in. So only averaging 19, 4, and 6. So he's probably not going to make the All-Star game again. Let's quickly look at his accolades, because he had 5 at the start. So he's got All-Star these last few seasons, which is good at least, but he's only barely squeaking in. We still don't have any first-team All-Selections, just a bunch of second and third teams. Still 5-time champion, so 1 more year and he'll truly be on the level of some of the GOATs. He'll be a Hall of Fame player, but it's kind of underwhelming how good. He's never been the number 1 option to a championship team. Poor finish to the season, 46 and 36. His teammate AJ DeBunsa gets MVP though, 23, 7, and 6. And let's see, a clutch player of the year too. We might be 6th seed, but we might have to go through the play-in again. And then New York, doesn't look like it. He missed the All NBA nod again. Kind of concerning, a little bit concerning for sure, but we did make 4th seed, so we won't have to go through the play-in. Hopefully we win against Heat, which we lose the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd. All right, so we're going to make a trade this upcoming season, because whatever this is isn't working. Warriors again get to the finals up against the Heat, who we played that swept us, but they gentlemen swept them. Back-to-back seasons for the Warriors. Another Bay Area is happy. So AI goes down 3. His career is definitely slowing down. They got 590s, but look at that. 3 shooting guards. So that might be why his stats have been lower and lower each season. Yeah, it's time to trade him. 18 points per game. His career has probably only got another couple seasons till he retires, so let's trade him to another good place. Maybe he'll pick up championship number 6, maybe even get a finals MVP. That's hurting his, his top 10 potential. He's definitely not a top 10 player. It looks like there is one of 2, so it's either going to be Lakers or Warriors. We'll look away. I know a California team's going to be happy, and 3, 2, 1, go. Going to the Warriors. Man, it's almost like I staged it being a Warriors fan. But y'all don't need to know that. Wow, this team's looking good. He's might not be the starter, though. Huh. Where's that one dude that got them? It's like Constanza or something. He must have not re-signed. I mean, the team's not very deep. It's got 3 point guards and 2 shooting guards, 2 centers, 1 power forward. It's rotationally not bad. No small forwards, but, one of the shooting guards can't play small forward. Let's see if he even starts because there's a better shooting guard in his place. He's 2, and then the other shooting guard's 3. Okay. Not a bad rotation. I know they won the championship the last few years, but I don't know if they're going to be as good as what they are, but maybe I'm wrong. 7 and 8 and 2, 9 and 2. Okay, I am wrong. It's kind of hard to imagine that AI only has a B plus inside. Wasn't his whole game getting to the hole? Whatever. 17.2, 4.5, 7. So he's back to assisting, but his points took a hit ever since he left Washington. Less efficient, although he's 46% from 3, 48.5 from the field. 33 minutes a game. So the team's doing good, but he's doing worse. Probably only got a couple more years of him in the NBA. Hopefully he picks up another championship. To have 5 championships and not have 1 finals MVP, all of them going to Wemby or Luka. At least those are good players to lose it to, but it's kind of concerning. He'll still be a Hall of Fame player, but I wanted him to be, potentially one of the best of all times, but beggars can't be choosers. Warriors get 62 wins and get Coach and Executive of the Year. Looks like he doesn't get All NBA again. A little bit concerning, but we're first team up against Kings. We win game 1, game 2, game 3, make that a sweep. 4-1, gentlemen sweep. There it is. Up against the Lakers, another California team. Game 1, they take game 2, and game 3, and game 4. We can't lose the Lakers. AI, you should have went to the Lakers. Damn. So maybe getting AI hurt the team. Anyways, Lakers get swept in the final, so it doesn't really matter. So player progression. AI luckily doesn't go down at all this season. 33 years old. He's been in the NBA for 12 seasons. Yeah, 12 seasons. Definitely not the best season last season, but at least his assists go up. We'll see how we do this upcoming season. So definitely losing more than last season. I see that we lost twice to the Spurs, so what I might do is when he gets like too bad overall wise, I might trade him to the Spurs so he finishes off his career where he's most successful. That might be a couple years down the line, but that might be the play. Did a lot better from February on. Looks like only a couple losses. We'll quickly look at his stats before the season finishes up. 17, 5, and 6. Overall, kind of disappointing, but 93 overall with a couple other 90s there. It kind of makes sense. I'm sure Sims is averaging 22, 19. It must be by committee. So to finish off the season, looks like we're a 56 win team. 57. 6-man Wemby gets defensive player again a year. He only has 1.7 blocks though, so he kind of fell off from the 3 blocks that he was averaging early in his career. We still get exec. And Sims gets... I thought that was AI for a second. I got excited. A little too soon. We're the 3rd seed up against Memphis. Won game 1 and game 2. in game 3. Come on, we need to get past the second round too. Up against Timberwolves, they got home court advantage, but we win game 1. They take game 2 and game 3 at our house. 2-2 though. This is a big game, which we do end up winning. And we get to the conference finals up against Dallas. They win game 1 at our house and game 2. This might be wraps. They sweep us. So we got to, one of the final 4 teams, but just not good enough. Still 92 overall. Got some 76s here, but the bench is a little bit weak. At least everybody front 5 are all 86 and above. Sims goes up to a legit 99. Still young, 25. Like, the team's young, all besides AI. So at the halfway point, we're 43 and 15. Hopefully AI stats are above 15 a game. 18, okay, so it's going back up slightly. Not much. 99% from free throw, though. He's insane. What the fuck? So we finished with 62 wins, 20 losses. Pretty good. Ace Bailey gets MVP. I was just reading an article about him, how he declined a couple teams on his draft range. He wants a clear road to stardom, and then the comment section was going at him. But I think he's going to be a quality player. Seen some of his highlights. Spurs finished with 69 wins. Wow. That might not be a bad place for AI to finish up his career, as long as they don't have to give up too much to get him. But we're still with the Warriors. We got to win one with the Warriors so we can win a championship with 3 different teams. Lose game 1 against Denver. Game 2, come on, not like this. Game 1-3, and we were out of there. Nope, still alive. 3-3. Let's simcast it. Good start to the game. We're up by quite a bit. 15 points. Now it's only 5. Now it's back and forth. Looks like we'll be able to spectate as long as one team doesn't take over the last 5 minutes. It looks like Warriors are up by 4. We'll quickly jump in to see if there's anything we can watch. Alright, so 4-point game, our ball. I don't think AI is there, okay. Little man posting up. Get the ball to AI. He instantly dishes it to Kennedy, back to Sims, back to Jackson. Looks like he's just a corner player, which makes sense because he is efficient from 3, but the burning clock right now. See if Sims gets it to AI in the corner. Probably not. Sims looks like the go-to guy, which he gets a screen and misses a 3. 40-second game. McCoy's taking the ball up. AI is guarding him. Gets burnt. Oh, no, that's not AI. Sorry. Must be the point guard. They're playing the foul game. As long as they hit a couple of free throws here, it should be over. Hits both free throws. Oh, no, he missed that one. Wow. Okay, so they still got a half a chance if they hit a 3 pretty quickly down the court. Throw it down to the paint. Back out to the 3. Step back. And they miss it. Okay, so that's game over. I think one of his downfalls for his career is he was always playing with a better player. Like, he was never the best player, even though at 95 overall, the team wasn't really built around him. That's a bit concerning, Maybe if he went to a worse team, he would have been built around, but changing to 3 or 4 now different teams, all of them like in playoff contention. They already had an established team, so it is what it is. Does get some free throws. He's 99%, so he's probably going to hit both. For the game, he was hitting his average, 17, 7. 4 steals, though. Only put up 11 shots, but it was efficient. 2-2 from free throws, 4 fouls, plus 15. So Spurs make it 2. Keep an eye on those guys. So, in the future, we might jump ship. But right now, it looks like we're sweeping Timberwolves. And we're going to be up against... Wow, the Spurs lost 4 games straight to Clippers. That's crazy. We win game 1 against them, though. And game 2. And game 3. Don't let them win 4 in a row. Okay. So we made it to the conference finals. Nick Sims made past the conference finals. Nick Sims get Western Conference MVP. Raptors win game 1 and game 2. Not like this. Come on, boys. A little bit of fight. Just a little bit of fight. 2-3. No, I wanted to watch another game. Cooper Flag taking over the NBA 10 years too late. So AI still has 3 years on his contract, so we'll give it another go, especially if he doesn't regress too much. So he only went down one. Still 90 overall. Luckily, some of the rotational players are still going up. So looks like a better team than we had last year. Halfway through the season, we're 41-14. Just lost that game 69-97. But hopefully AI stats haven't gone down too much. Which they have. Wow. Is it due to minutes? Yeah, okay. It's way due to minutes. Maybe he's like so bad that they now have him 6-man? Doesn't look like it. He's averaging 29, but he's getting 32. The team's good, but, he's definitely regressing. Might only last another couple years, so maybe we'll do that Spurs trade maybe before he gets too washed, especially at 40 or 50 mil a year. So we finished 61-22. Nick Sims gets his first MVP. 99 overall, so makes sense. Pretty efficient. And then we get Executive of the Year for the third year in a row. AI is not going to get any stats, is he? London Jackson. Nope. So we're first seed up against Phoenix. Hopefully we get some playoff success, which we lose game 1. Win game 2, lose game 3. 2-2. 3-2, that was a big game to win. And we get to the second round up against Denver. They take game 1, just like last series, but they take both. Oh no. 1-3, it's not enough, is it? Team, they've had good, they're a regular season team. They've had good success, but Raptors winning 2 times in 3 years. Alright, so he goes down only 1. 36 years old, so he's getting close to being washed. His athleticism has dropped from A+ to B+. Inside from a B+ to B, so he's getting there. Maybe one more year, and then we'll get him to Spurs. This is the last Warriors year. Last chance. As a team, they've been pretty good, this front 6, is it? Front 7 or is elite? Give them man 8. But then after that, they kind of fall off a cliff. This guy went 69 overall in one season. Shout out Brad Fleming. The first video, he couldn't stop winning. It was almost unrealistic how many championships. He won 3 of 4 with the Spurs, and then suddenly he switched teams to what team was that? It was I don't want to say Nets. It was Washington Wizards. Then he jumped ships to the Wizards, win a couple championships there. But he was really riding people's coattails, whether it was Wemby or whether it was Luka. It was way almost unrealistic. And then this simulation, he ends up getting nothing. On some pretty good teams, like Knicks and Warriors were both good teams, but I guess not good enough in this NBA. 35-18 halfway through. Let's check AI stats. Hopefully it's not lower than it was last season. 13.4, 4, and 5. Man, he's might as well be a rotational player now. I kind of want to see what his tendencies are, because it shouldn't be that low at 36, but seemed like his whole career he hasn't had much. 69%. Okay, so he's way below average, which is crazy because AI should be one of those guys that's just ball dominant. But I mean, I guess that's what happens when you play with certified superstars in Wemby. This guy, Luka, it's just kind of grow to be a corner 3 and D guy. Even though you're 6 foot tall, you can get some steals, I guess. I think AI needs to go to prolong his career, so maybe this season will be the last chance with the Warriors. We'll send him to, I guess, Spurs if the trade's available in the trade finder. Sims gets third team after getting MVP, which is kind of sad. Game 1 against Clippers. Are we going to lose to the lower seed 2 years in a row? Let alone get swept 1v8. Alright, that settles it. We're going to Spurs. Wemby, 37 years. This is an old-ass team. Maybe I'll try to make the trade at the start of the next season. So AI goes down 1 more, which is weird because I thought he was 91 last season, but I think it's time to make a trade. So he'll either go to Washington or the Spurs. I know Wemby's probably ancient by now, like 37, 38 years old, so we might end up going to Washington. Just whichever team he's won a championship prior to, and let him finish off his career. His last year. So let's see if we can make this happen. So the Spurs team's pretty damn awful. Let's check Washington. I want him to retire on one of the teams he won a championship with. They got a 90. I don't know which team to put him on. I know Spurs aren't going to do good even though they just got the conference finals. It looks like they're going to be awful. Let's check Washington. They look not much better. Got like 5 sinners from 87 to 75. I don't know. Maybe we let them just sit on the Warriors. Is the team good enough to make the playoffs? I want one last run. This team isn't good either. What the fuck? I don't think I can even find a trade that's like through Trade Finder for either team. So what I'm going to do is just let them ride out, go into the sunset for the Warriors. Kind of disappointing because he didn't win a championship here, but to lose to the 8th seed and then lose to like the, I think it was 6th seed before that, definitely a disappointing second half of the video after winning 4 or 5 championships the first half. But that's what happens, I guess. Can't always get lucky. Just gotta roll with the punches. Halfway through the season, we're 32-16. Be interesting to see if we regress even more points wise. Iverson's hurt, back spasms. 11-4-4, man. He is relegated to just sitting in the corner at 37, which is disappointing. But I mean, he's A+3, so it's 3, stretch the floor, but not ideal at all. So we're 52-54-26, 55-27. So not bad finish to the season. It would be really important, it'd be amazing if we can somehow get a ring this year. We're up against Clippers. I don't know if it's quite possible. Looks like we're going to lose to the lower seed 3 years in a row. Maybe not. 2-2. 3-2 is probably going to 3-3. Yep, I'm going to simcast it. Come on, go Warriors. Give them one last hurrah. Back and forth game. Looks like we might spectate. 1 point game, 51 seconds. Let's see what happens. So we've jumped into free throws. This doesn't look like any bridges I know, but it's going to be tie game, Warriors ball. Let's see if AI gets the ball, which he doesn't. It doesn't even look like he's on the court. Unless he got a new hairstyle. It looks like the ball's in Sim's hands. He's our 99, so it makes sense. We need a score here, though, guys. Pulls up a midi. Hits it, though. 2 point game, 30 seconds left. Looks like they're sitting and wasting time, which is a bold strategy. Sims does pretty good defense there, and they get the board. Wonder if AI is... Oh, okay, he got pulled in at the end of that free throw. Can play the last 20 seconds at 37 years old. They need to give him plenty of time on the bench. This is now a 4 point game with 20 seconds. It looks like we won this one just barely. 4 point game. McKinney takes the ball, throws it to the corner. That's an open 3, which they make. Okay, so they got a chance to tie it here. See if the AI gets the free throws at 99%. That's a good plan. See if he hits them both. He needs to. First one good. See if he hits the second one. And that looks good too. 3 point game, 12 seconds left. Let's see if they end up hitting a big 3 to push it to overtime. O'Neal misses it. Game over. AI in 26 minutes had 11, 2, and 5. 4 of 10, 1 of 6. Not the most effective. It's kind of sad, but this is his last year. He's about to retire. He'll still be Hall of Fame most likely with all them championships and first team and all-stars and all that. But this, his first 8 years, he was really good. Since then, he's been pretty ass. Game 1 against Utah, we win. Game 2, they win. At our home court, we win. 2-2, though. We need to win this game, which we don't. See if we win this one. Okay. So they get Game 7 at their house, so let's see how this goes. Back and forth. Warriors are taking huge advantage in the 4th and 3rd quarter, though. Win by 30. Okay, this is AI's last year, guys. You gotta get to the finals and win it. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Nick Sims takes them there. Cleveland looks like they're smacking besides their first round. See what the stats look like. So, wow. AI is coming off the bench, and then we got a 73 overall center. Luckily, they only have an 81. Paul Asari versus Clayton Oliver. Sims versus Constanza, which was the old Warriors. Before he went to this team, Constanza was MVP. It's kind of a split roster. Let's check out Cleveland too. See who truly has the advantage in this last year. 96, 98. Okay, they got a deep rotation, but not very good. I think Warriors must have an injured center, though, because there ain't no way they just have a 75 overall. No, they don't. They just don't have any big men. Like 3 point guards, fucking 3 shooting guards, and no power forwards. Game 1, they win. Game 2, come on, guys, turn it around. Don't go out like that. And they do. They would have built this team a little bit better. They would have had a chance. But AI off the bench, 10, 2, and 3. He's not doing much. Player retirement. Let's see. AI doesn't retire? Oh, there. No. Irving. So he's in the league one more year, I guess. AI is still on the team. 1 year, 58 mil. Still 88 overall, but if you're not getting much play time, what are you going to do? They end up signing a center, which is good. They needed that badly. Might have been able to win everything if they had a center. Okay, so they did this last season too, but this is his farewell tour. I mean, he's won enough championships that give him 2 farewell tours, I guess. 11.2 last season. Let's see if he goes under 10 this season. We had a really good month of January, only losing 1 game. Halfway through, 36 and 17. See if he's below 10 points. He's still at 11, 11, 4, and 5 with, 25 minutes? I mean, still not doing bad. Above 40% from 3. We finished the season like 56 and 27, 55 and 27. AJ DeBunsa still getting MVP. That's like 10 years of him in the league, still being dominant. Nick Sims. Obviously aren't going to get all NBA. We're the 2 seed against Portland Trailblazers. They win game 1 though. We take game 2. They take game 3. 2-2. Big game right here. And they win it. And we're out. Just like that, we don't get past the first round. Last season was a season that we needed to win. But it is what it is. Let's see if AI retires. He does at 39 years old, 18 years in the league. See what he averaged for his career. 18.3, 5, and 6. 1.7 steals. Damn near 50%, 40%, 90. 50, 40, 90. 26,000 points for his career. 7,000, 8,000. Pretty good. Not bad. We'll see how this Hall of Fame inductee. He does get in for a season. 5-time champion, 8-time All-Star. Never got above first team All-NBA, but gets 3-time second, 2-time third. 6th man, and then All-Rookie. Kind of disappointing accolades, but I mean, 5-time champion, 8-time All-Star will get you there for the, the Hall of Fame. Personally, don't see him getting any of the major accolades. So this is the first one I found, 92% for his career. Let's check 3. I mean, he's going to be barely above 40%, so he's going to be way down here if he is. 49th percentage. Honestly, he never had that great of a career, so I don't see him truly being top whatever. Total turnovers might be interesting. He might be a little bit higher, although he didn't have the ball in his hands too much. He's 25th. Kind of disappointing. That's kind of high in turnovers. If your highest stat is turnovers, that's definitely not good. 25th in turnovers, but didn't even get that many minutes. Wasn't even top 100. Steals he might be somewhat close. For steals, he was ranked 6th. That's pretty good. He's 24th in assists. So he's kind of middle of the pack in a lot of these stats. 20th in 3-pointers. 38th in field goals made. Total points is going to be interesting. He'll be kind of middle of the pack here, maybe high 30s. Yeah, 36th. So he had a really good career for the average player. But for somebody that's, one of the most influential players of all time, A little bit of a disappointment. I mean, he got 4 or 5 rings, but was he ever the best player on that team? Not really. So 0 Finals MVPs, but 5 rings kind of equal each other out. It was kind of a mid simulation, but it is what it is. You know, AI is a great player in real life. He just might not be as good as he would have been back in the 90s or 2000s in 2025. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll catch you for the next video. Peace.